Welcome to a brand new podcast, and this is the Oracle 19, and my name is Mr. Greatness. For any business inquiries, if you want to put your business on this platform, you can email us at evolutionoflondon@gmail.com, and that's the same email if you want to make a free will offering through our PayPal account, evolutionoflondon@gmail.com. We have different links to other affiliates, www.linktree.com/evolutionoflondon. So you definitely can support us that way. We do have a Patreon channel, which we have videos that's not posted on YouTube, digital artwork and consulting services as well. www.patreon.com/evolutionoflondon. So you can support us that way. And also we have, we're on Rumble, rumble.com, and I mention this usually weekly. Just type in the Oracle 19 and you'll find us there. Like, subscribe, and share to the Oracle 19 on Rumble, rumble.com. You can shop online to our baby shopping mall, which is www.evolutionoflondon.com, where you'll find a whole wide range of products as men's, kids, ladies' clothes, jewelry, cologne, perfume, and house products, and much, much more. So that's evolutionoflondon.com. Also, evolutionoflondon.org, O-R-G. There you'll find custom clothes, accessories, digital products as well. For example, ebooks for personal as well as business use. And finally, evolutionoflondon.store, S-T-O-R-E. Games, DVDs, more clothes shipped throughout North America. So that's www.evolutionoflondon.store. Check out the company Royalty 9 International. They make homemade candles, 100% soy wax, 12-ounce jars from scented to unscented. Now the scented candles are from frankincense, myrrh, jasmine, rose, vanilla, eucalyptus, just to name a few. So if you want to place an order for these custom luxury candles, email the company at royalty9international@gmail.com. You'll find them on social media. That's Instagram and TikTok, Royalty 9 International. DJ Panthro, international DJ, one of the most slept on DJs in Southwestern Ontario. If you want to book for him to come to your venue, you can email him at djpanthro519@gmail.com. That's DJ Panthro, Panthro 519@gmail.com. You also could find him on YouTube, DJ Panthro. Like, subscribe, and share to his platform, as well as Instagram and TikTok, DJ Panthro. His secondary bonus platform on TikTok is The Real DJ Panthro. That's D-A, The Real DJ Panthro. Again, DJ Panthro. Music. Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. He have a whole wide range of different beats. So once you go to his YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share to Cheap Limousine channel on YouTube. And continuing to train on YouTube is the Greatness 19 channel. That's our educational channel to open up your third eye. We have over 805 videos or shows. So like, subscribe, and share. And on the Greatness 19 page, if you scroll down, you see Mr. Evolution of London. That's our health and wellness channel. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe to Mr. Evolution of London. A lot of great content there. I make it easier because it's on the same page of the Greatness 19 channel, so it's easier to find it, and you see the logo, and therefore you can like, subscribe, and share. DJ Savelle Beethoven. If you want to book for him to come to your venue, DJ Beethoven. His business email is DJ Savelle Beethoven, DJ SAVILE BEETHOVEN, DJ Savelle Beethoven. Business telephone number is 519-702-4536. And you can definitely support him by booking him to come to your venue. Again, DJ Beethoven. Now, the Oracle 19 is on all major platforms. We're on iHeartRadio, Google, Apple, Spotify for podcasters, Amazon Music, just to name a few. So any information I haven't mentioned will be in the description box of the Oracle 19 podcast, the Greatness 19 channel, Mr. Evolution of London, both of those on YouTube. Rumble.com, just type in the Oracle 19. And finally, www.theoracle19radio.com. Today's topic, the rise of a new world currency. The rise of a new world currency. Does this exist? Is this going to happen? What do you think? Blah, blah, blah. Well, it is rising because you have BRICS, and I talked about this formation of different countries previously. What makes up the BRICS nation are Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, the original nations. And they reportedly working to create a new form of currency. This move, just keep this in mind, this move aims to reduce dependency on the US dollar and the euro while promoting economic cooperation and stability among these emerging economies. They slowly but surely is implementing BRICS within other countries, unifying other countries. They already have a digital currency already in place. So it's growing. This will impact definitely the global economy, and it definitely will hurt the U.S. That's for sure. There's other countries that are part of BRICS, and that's Iran. You have Saudi Arabia, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, I believe Ethiopia. Let me find out the list here. Let me get the list of BRIC countries or BRIC members. Yeah, so other than Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, UAE, United Arab Emirates. I don't know if Saudi Arabia is in yet. Oh yeah, actually, Saudi Arabia has joined BRICS. And there's like 50 other nations that is in discussion. So it is growing. It is a growth because people is not, well, not people, but countries particularly, it's not really feeling the United States. Trades among themselves, they doing it. And they want to trade within their own currency, not use the US dollar as the template. So that's very hurtful for the United States. We living in these times that the United States is not the answer. BRICS already established a cryptocurrency. So that's already in effect. The point is, these countries is, and as I mentioned, tired of doing business with the United States, and they don't want to make the United States, the focal point within their country. So they utilizing, that's why BRICS is in effect. You should definitely check that out. The proposed currency, or the purpose of this currency, this digital currency, is basically a significant step to increase economic collaboration with these countries and therefore reduce the United States dominance. Very, very powerful stuff. Very powerful stuff. And the implications of this global economy will reach and will take a hit within European nations. The creation of the unified digital currency among BRICS nations could have far-fetched implications, and I'm reading that online here. The implications for the global economy. It has the potential to reduce the dominance, like I mentioned, of the US and the euro dollar in international trade and finance, providing emergency economies with an alternate means of conducting transactions. Moreover, the new currency can strengthen economy ties among the BRICS countries, promoting investments and growth within the bloc. And that's the BLOC, basically the cryptocurrency, because that's what they established. This could lead to increased trade and cooperation, potentially benefiting the global economy as a whole. Well, it will definitely help BRICS, but it definitely will weaken the U.S. economy. And this is a way of wanting to crush the United States with finances. Now they give you the challenges and opportunities. Despite the potential benefits, the creation of the new digital currency by the BRICS nation will undoubtedly face several challenges. One significant hurdle will be the integration of the new currency into existing financial system, as well as the establishment of regulatory frameworks to govern its use. Well, it's obvious that BRICS, which is basically a corporation of these countries, want to, what I call, crowbar into the world finance system. It's obvious they want to stand among themselves and not have to rely on the U.S. currency and eventually crush the United States currency. Nevertheless, the creation of the new digital currency by the BRICS nations present numerous opportunities. It could foster greater economic cooperation and stability among emerging economies, promoting growth and development. Now, being that the 5 main countries form together, again, that's Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, growth and development will occur because as they expand and do business with other nations, they don't have to rely on the US dollar as that template. So just keep that in mind. The rise of new global currency backed by the BRICS nations has potential to transform the international financial landscape, providing the alternative to the US dollar and the euro, as basically I repeated previously. And the proposal digital currency could promote economic cooperation, stability, growth among emerging economies. What I just said before, it's just I'm reading the article. You can Google it, but it's actually Lincoln.com and /post/rise new global currency BRICS nations. But that's just one of many articles. And you're going to find more countries. It's 50 already that is being talked to or in negotiation to join. We can all agree, at least most of us can agree, that there will be more countries that tag along and become members of the BRICS corporation. So you will find that more and more, because people is not feeling the U.S. like they used to be, and the U.S. economy is not the same as well. So you're gonna find more countries actually that is gonna do business. I believe also Argentina, or if they not, they planning to join. But again, that whether it's Argentina or any other country, there clearly will be more countries, because there's countries that do not like the U.S. and their policies, good, bad, up and down. And the messed up part of it, United States economy is falling despite what you hear from financial investors in the United States saying that, the economy is still strong and it's going to bounce back and everything is sweet. It's not sweet. It's on its last legs. You could just see it. Regular working folks can see it because they live in it. How hard it is to survive. And how the dollar that you make from your job is not really going a long ways. Increase inflation, mortgage rates is not the same. Purchasing a house is not the same. Rent is increasing. Gas is increasing. Just the overall cost of living. Your dollar is not worth much like it used to be. But yet and still, of course, the U.S. government and financial investors is going to tell you everything is great and keep your head up and things going to bounce back and everything is sweet. They're supposed to say that. Everything it's distracting you to make you feel good, give you feel good stories. But if you live in it as a human being living in the United States, you see what's happening. You see because you see how far your money is going. That's telling you everything you need to know. You seeing jobs is different. See, what the government tells you is different of how you living. You can see it in real time because you live in it. Despite what the government is telling you or investors is telling you, you live in it. And while these other countries is now fading away from the grips of the United States, making things even worse. Plus the debt, the U.S. debt is trillions and trillions of dollars. How far can we go with this? How far? How far can this country last being in this position? Keep just borrow. The debt ceiling increased. They got to move the goalposts to make more debt. You have a president that really is out of it. Probably low-key dementia. You just see the U.S. is a different vibe. It's not like 50, 60, 70 years ago. The money don't have the same value. The swag of the United States is not like it used to be. Nobody really have respect. And Donald Trump even said that. Nobody have respect. Countries don't have respect for the U.S. right now. They lost respect. The country is on its last wheels. President Trump said it out of his own mouth. This is how it's going down. It's not the same. So you cannot keep your high hopes up that it's going to be a bounce back to the glory days of the USA. That's why countries is now coming together away from the United States. And you just seen the beginning. We talk about 10 countries members. But there's more though. And when it start reaching like 30, 40, 50 countries, you will know it's over. More sooner than you think. Because if you're getting 50 countries, at least, that just decide to forget the United States and start trading among themselves and utilizing their country, their currency, then what value will the U.S. government, what value will the U.S. currency have from that point? Nothing. It can easily fall down like the peso. Now, you probably will say, some of you, that's not the reality. Why do you think it's not the reality? Why do you think it can never happen? Oh, because it's such a big country, one of the most powerful countries in the world, military. But think of history. All your great civilizations fell. Eventually, they have fallen throughout history. From France, Napoleon Bonaparte, Greece, Rome, Julius Caesar, and Alexander the Great, Russia, during World War I Russia. I'm just using that example. Germany, England. You had great nations. Egypt. Great nations throughout history. And they all fell. They had amazing economies. Money, gold, wealth. They was the most powerful on the planet Earth at their time. And they all fell. So what makes you think the great United States cannot fall? There's something called ebbs and flows of life, up and downs. What goes up must come down. What is down will be going up. That's what we call the ebbs and flows of life. And it's no different than the USA. You might not like to hear that. That might not make you feel good. But it is what it is. So you current people that is living in the United States or allies of the USA, living a part of NATO, Canada or European nations, England, France, just know, they go down, you can go down. You won't go down as hard, but you will suffer because you're part of the US of A. Maybe this is just stuff that is alleged. We just put it as allegedly, okay? Allegedly. Because this is my perspective. I just treat it as such. Maybe Mr. Greatness don't know. Maybe he's off. Not perfect. I can admit that. But in conclusion, you better start paying attention to the signs out here, to the economy. Just don't be stuck on stupid thinking, oh, it can never happen, because they are the United States of America. Eagle is fly high here. Just do your research and research all the other great nations, just as powerful in their time. They didn't have nuclear, yes, but they were still powerful in their time. They was the top dog in their time, and they fell hard just the same. And it started from within. Disease, pesticide, violence basically within their country. Government started going downhill. It's the same thing that is happening now. So don't think it's far-fetched. This is a reality. And you got to know to face it. And you have to make plans for survival. And I talked about this on previous shows. You have to start taking care of you. Because if the money becomes worthless in the blink of an eye, you can't go to the bank and get your money out, and your dollar that you got stored in the house is not worth even a peso, how would you survive? Stores will be just like COVID, a long lineup. You're only allowed to get one giant paper towel at a time. You can't stock up. No rubbing alcohol, just like COVID. Things, hyperinflation. You get a bottle of rubbing alcohol that used to cost $1 at the dollar store is now $10, $11. And they only ration you 1 or 2 bottles at a time. This is hyperinflation. This is something that happened during COVID with products. What makes you think that you cannot happen if it's a permanent collapse within the country? There's already signs that was given. For example, in Canada, there was a time when I believe Rogers Cable, a cable network in Canada, for during COVID, a particular day, a summer, a day, I don't remember, but it was news where ATM machines, most of the ATM machines just shut down in Ontario. You couldn't go to the bank and withdraw your money. People that used to pay by card, the card was worthless. This went on for about a day or two. So very few people have actual dollars in their house, paying for gas and getting food. You gotta, the moral of the story is you gotta plan. If your money is worthless, what are you gonna do? If you can't go to the ATM, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna implement in terms of feeding yourself? You better start stacking up canned goods in your house. Extra bottled water, things like that. If your lights go out, if they shut down, with this collapse, I shouldn't say collapse, I should say alleged collapse, right? And certain things happen, blackouts or whatever. You better have certain things where you can last a couple weeks at a time. so you don't have to be scrambling. You have to put yourself in the mindset of survival, not just out here dangling, wishing upon a star. Because these things can happen. You better start lining yourself up to survive. Because when these things happen or can happen, or certain little things happened already, you're preparing yourself. If your money is not worthless, is not worth anything, how are you going to get food? What's your next move? Who can you line yourself with to survive? You better find out. You better know, or you're going to be out here dangling. Do you have anything in the house to protect yourself for invaders? These things you need to put in motion at least. This is all part of the rise of a new world currency. There will be pleasure and pain. Pain is a lot of people will suffer. Pleasure, the elitists will always survive or will try to survive, unless there's a higher entity that will knock them down. I'm not going to knock them down, meaning just take them off their square, per se. You might not understand what I'm talking about. I just leave as that. Listen to the previous show. Maybe that will help you understand what I'm saying about this little short information. Listen literally to the previous show before this one. That might help you. Just saying. Thank you for listening.